To live alone in the UK in 2026, you need to be earning between £1,500 and £2,200. But if you're living in London, that figure's closer to £3,500. And that's just to live a normal independent life. And according to ONS data, depending on where you are in the country, salaries vary massively. This means that the location actually has a huge impact on how much money you get to keep at the end of every month. I've linked the following map in the description so you can have a check on the specific area that you live in and how you compare to the rest of the country. It's free and you can go through every different county and even search via postcode. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can start making money for free. And no, it's not clickbait. It's essentially you can do this with everyday purchases and you can put more money into your pocket every single month. And if you're new here and you want to improve your financial situation, consider subscribing. I release videos every single week that help you improve your financial future. Now, the single biggest outgoing of every individual in the UK is rent, which is inclusive of mortgages. On average, rent takes up between 40 and 60% of your income every single month. And a one-bedroom flat in London can be anywhere between £1,800 and £2,200 every single month. And it's not just expensive. It's also reported that rent or mortgage payments are the single biggest financial stress of most families in the UK. Then on top of that, you have bills. Energy alone can cost anywhere between £100 and £200 a month. Council tax is typically another £100 to £200 a month. Water, internet, and other essential bills bring your total to around £300 to £500 every single month. Individually, these costs don't seem too large, but once you start adding them up and you put them on top of your rented accommodation or the bills on your mortgage, all of a sudden you're paying a lot of money out every single month just to have a comfortable house or roof above your head. Food is another huge cost where all of a sudden your money is going every single month. On average, groceries cost between £200 and £350 every single month. Now, if you're eating out regularly or ordering takeaways, this can easily add up to another £100 to £300 every single month. This is one of the easiest costs that can rise without you even noticing. Transportation is another huge cost. We all need to get to work and we all need to travel. Now, some people are lucky enough to maybe take a bike or walk to work, which is amazing and also good for the environment. But for most of us, we do have to use public transport or we have to drive. In London, tube prices are increasing again. You could be paying anywhere between £1,700 and £2,500 a year, which is roughly £150 to £200 a month just to take the tube. Now, outside of London, running a car costs between £200 and £400 a month. This is the car itself, plus fuel, insurance, and maintenance. Now, this is the reality. Most of these costs you cannot avoid. You need somewhere to live, you need something to eat, and you need to be able to get to work. These are basically what we call fixed costs. However, there are things that start to change our financial destination through other ways of spending. Subscriptions are a huge part of this. Now, although small compared to rent or major bills within housing, they do eat into your pocket every single month. The average person in the UK might be paying £40 a month on their phone, £40 on subscriptions like Netflix, Spotify, and Amazon Prime, and even $30 to $50 for a gym membership every single month. Before you know it, all of these have added up and you're spending over £200 every single month just on subscription services. And it doesn't feel like much at the time, a £30 gym membership or $15.99 on Netflix. But you add them together and all of a sudden you're spending more and more money every single month. Next is life spending, or I deserve it spending. This is the kind of spending where you say, I deserve this, I've earned this, I've had a hard week at work and I'm going to go out and I'm going to spend some money. Socializing alone can be between £300 and £400 every single month. Now, retail therapy, buying clothes, days out, and random spending adds another £150 to £300 every single month. This is the area where individuals lose most of their spare cash. It's the cash that we don't need to justify. It's the one where we say, we're going to do it anyway because we deserve it, essentially acting on impulse. But let's break down all of that spending. As you can see on screen, someone in London, if their rent is £1,800, their bills are £400, food at £400, transport at £180, subscriptions at £150, and life spending at £350, their total is £3,280 a month. Now, outside of London, that actually becomes a little bit less. You can see the rent is at £800, bills at £350, food at £300, transport £250, subscriptions at £120, and lifestyle spending at around £250, which equals £2,070 per month. But what do you do if you want to change this? Well, realistically, you've got two options. The first is to increase your income. It's essentially earn more money and keep your lifestyle under control. Because if you earn more money, but your spending rises, all of a sudden, There's no point in you earning that extra money. Now, if you can't add more money to your bank account, the only other way that you can do it is to reduce your spending. Now, look, nobody wants to do this. Nobody wants to cut back on their spending and reduce the luxuries that they have. And this is where the mindset shift comes in. Every time you spend money, you need to ask yourself why. Why have I spent that money on that thing, that product, or that service? Now, the most likely reason is that that business has convinced you to part with your money, your hard-earned money that you spent all month working for, and you've gone to that cafe, you've seen a brownie, and you buy the brownie for £5.40. Let's be realistic. You didn't need to buy the brownie. The reality is, not many people can cut their spending. Some people, maybe including yourself, are already at the limit. And also, not many people can just earn more. I understand that. Sometimes there might not be opportunity for you to earn more. There might not be the opportunity for progression within the company that you're at. But what you can do is start becoming aware of where your money's going. If, for example, every Friday you decide to go down to the pub to have 2 pints to relax, chill out after a hard week, maybe you can just have one, or maybe you can do it every other week. All of a sudden, you might have kept £5, £10 every single week, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up over time. At the start of this video, I mentioned that I had a way for you to make money for free, and it's by using cashback apps. It requires no amount of money inputting, and it simply uses the money that you're already spending on services, at businesses, at Tesco's, to make money by cashback services. There are people earning hundreds, if not thousands of pounds by doing this every single year. And if you haven't got the means to increase your income or decrease your spending, cashback apps might be a great way for you to do so. Building a strong financial future doesn't happen overnight. It starts with small changes. So start today and thank yourself in the future. My name's David Tate, and thanks for watching.